first day, I'm going to do it. He's like excited, but he didn't really talk too much to me because I guess, it wasn't his gig to tell me stuff. It was more John's gig. So we go inside. We're like walking and we start going inside a business. And he was like, hey, how you doing? This is a pitch. Pitch is a sales technique, a sales pitch. He goes, hi, how are you? And the guy goes, can I help you? I'm like, yeah, I work with a wholesale company and we're in the area doing a promotion today. We got a couple great deals for you. Something like that. And he'll kind of like give the guy like a chance to say, what do you got? Or give him a chance to say, no, thank you. But he wouldn't have the stuff like in his hand, right? He would have it in the bag. So the people would be like, well, what the fuck you got, right? Because they're kind of like curious. And I found out later on that's how you got to do it in a way. And John pulled out these fucking like, I don't have a picture of it, but it was like a car. It was like a little box car. And they had these two buttons, these yellow buttons. You press it. There was a little car inside that when you press it, the board would vibrate and the car would just like fizzle around the little track, the makeshift track. And it was fun. It's for kids, right? And he would take the product and he'll give it to the guy. The guy's like, check it out. And then it's like, oh, you won't believe the price. We got a good price on it. The guy would be like, well, how much? And then he's like, well, normally they retail in the stores for like $25. We got a great deal. We got them for $10. You pick one up today, and John will go back in the bag, buy one for $10. They give you this one for free. And you know what? Take another one for free. So you're getting 3 of them for $10. But he wouldn't say $10. And I stress that a lot because some people just don't know how to sell stuff. You don't want to say the shit costs $10. If you're selling stuff and someone, how much? $5. You say that, the guy's probably in his head like, fuck $5. I'll give you $4. You got to kind of make it sound like it ain't nothing. So they would say like $9.99. It's only $10, Get one for free. Everyone's picking them up. How many do you want? You would kind of like assume they're going to buy it. And the guy was like, all right, $10? Okay, all right, $10. Fuck it, $10. Pulled out $10, gives it to him. Takes the 10. And then John's like, well, since you bought that, I got something else. And he pulls out like this radio. It was like I don't know if it was a radio. Was it a radio? No, it was something else. It was like a book or something. We didn't have the radios yet. It was a book. And the book was like $5 just for the book by itself. And the guy bought a book. I don't remember he bought a book, but I know he made it sell like the first time I seen it. And then we walked out with like $10, whatever. And then we came out. He's like, see that? It's pretty simple, right? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool. And I'm like, fuck, $10. I'm like, that was easy. And I was like, if this motherfucker could sell this shit for $10, I know I could sell this shit for $10. Like, whatever. So we keep going through the doors. Some people said no thank you. John was real respectful. He wasn't a dick. And he was clean cut too. He was nicely shaven. He had a crew cut, suit and tie. He had a nice trench coat. We looked really nice. We didn't look like fucking assholes. So Jesse came around. Jesse's hyped up because he made some sales. And he would give the money to John because, John's running the show. And boom. And then that was the day. The whole day. After a while, that shit get tiring though. Because you're just walking a lot. And your first day sucks because you're not prepared. You don't know what the hell's going on. And you got these shoes on. By like 4 o'clock, my thighs were just like on fire. And I was like, I don't know if I could make it, but I really want the job. And this is like, you could kind of tell like when you're going hard for something, pause, you're like, you really want it because you go through a little bit of pain, but you like, fuck the pain. I'm gonna go through it. And it's those little moments in life where those moments in life that happen to you that take you to the next level. You can't really explain it. Everybody got to go through it on themselves. By telling somebody it's not enough, they got to go through it themselves. Some people would have felt that pain in their thighs and their legs, and they would be like, I can't do this, man, and will quit. And then they just wiped everything that could have happened, right, in that whole lifetime or that timeline. And we're talking fucking Back to the Future shit. But I didn't quit. I stayed with the guy the whole day. Got back to the warehouse, and we sold out. We sold everything, and we're happy, and everybody get talking, and we had a good day. And then John comes in and says, "All right, you got to take a test." And John didn't really break anything down to me, so there was like things I didn't know what the hell. I'm like, "What the fuck is law of averages?" And I think maybe he told me, but it had like, what are the sales techniques? Explain this, explain that about selling stuff. So I wrote the best what I could have. Get into the interview. John's like, "Hey man, I had a great day with you, man. Good luck, man. If you don't make it, it was nice knowing you." Because they don't tell you you got the job. They don't make it seem that you got the job. And I remember I'm 18 years old, so I have no knowledge. This is like probably like one of my second or third jobs at the time, and I wasn't really, really a communicative person. So go in the room. Now it's Mr. Tom again. Mr. Tom's like, "Welcome back." And in my mind, I'm like, "You lying motherfucker. You should have told me I was selling. I would have fucking wore sneakers." But I didn't say that. I was like, "Hey, man, how are you? You got a great day?" I'm like, "Yeah, I had a great day." I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. And he's like, "We hired some people on already, but, sometimes, we can make an exception. Remember, we're looking for managers. We're not looking for somebody who just can sell stuff. We want to teach them." But I was like, he's just talking. I'm like, whatever. He's like, "Why should we hire you?" And at this point, I'm like, fuck, I need a job. That's why. I was like, "Listen, man, I'm your salesman. I'm your hustler, man. I could do this. I could do it. I'll be here on time. I'll work. I'm ready to go. I can do this." I was like, "I can do this, man. I can do that." I was like, "I can do that. I can do it." I was stuttering and shit. But excited, right? I was excited. And he was like, "Well, we unfortunately, like I said, we hired somebody already. But you know what? Welcome aboard." Pull in. I was like, "Oh!" Like, they took me on a fucking roller coaster ride, bro. Like, it was dope. Like, I was like, "I'm gonna get this shit." "No, oh, you got it. I got the job, yeah." I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "You're gonna go sell some shit tomorrow. You gotta be here at 7 o'clock now." But I was pumped up because I'm like, I got a fucking job. And I wasn't thinking like money. I wasn't thinking how much money. I was thinking about like, I got a job, I'll make something. And I was like, if these guys are fucking working here, they're making money, right? They're not going to be here for their fucking health. It's starting to get cold, people. So, that being said, I was like, yeah, I can do this. I wanted to do it. I wanted to work. So I take the fucking walk back home. I'm tired. Mom's there. "How did it go?" I was like, "You were right, Mom." She's like, "What?" I was like, "It's selling stuff in the street." "Really? I told you." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "They hired me though." She goes, "You're gonna do it?" And when she said that to me, she said it would like, she made like the face of like confusion, like, "You gonna do it?" In my mind, I was like, "Yeah, I got nothing else to do. Gotta fucking work. Like, no one's giving me money. Like, I'm fucking broke. There's no money. No money in Jersey City." There was no money for me. I didn't have a job. No one was trying to give me a job. Whatever. So I had a job. I quit. I was on my Don Lupri. I was UPS in it. I wouldn't have lasted UPS. I really wouldn't. I know. I mean, I would have, but it was tough, man. I remember I was making like $80 a week, bro. $80 a week. And then I had to give my mother money back for the bus. And then it was like $4 or $5 to go over there. Every single day you're spending $4, right? If you had a 2-zone bus card, back in the 90s, you were fucking rich. You had money. You had a good job. You had a 2-zone bus card. If you had a 3-zone bus card, bro, you were a fucking millionaire. I didn't have no bus card. So $4 a day, 4 times 5, that's $20. $80 minus $20 is $60 fucking dollars. You think I'm gonna make $60 a week to go? Fuck that, bro. Oh my god. No ride home, no one picking me up. So that was the thing. Like, do you work for fucking UPS? Or do you give a chance? In this guy collected like $400 that day, maybe more. He had a lot of shit. So boom, that was it, man. That was the story. This is gonna be a long story. I'm gonna have to break it down in like episodes, and that's why it's a podcast.